Hello YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new Wild Rift video, and a lot of you have been asking for this over the last few days, but I'm finally bringing you all the best and go-to Xayah build for this patch. As you can tell, a lot of new items, a lot of changes to the Xayah build, but this has definitely made Xayah one of, if not the best AD carries out there at the moment. As always, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you go and check out my other videos as well. I've made a new playlist, a patch 2.4 playlist. I've done Lucian so far and I've done Draven, and there's also a giveaway happening over on my Draven video, so make sure you go and check that out and you head over there because the deadline is tomorrow. Now moving straight into the Xayah build, first item is the Essence Reaver. Now this item is completely insane for Xayah. You get attack damage, you get the crit rate, and you get ability haste. Now ability haste works really well with Xayah because you want to get your abilities up as soon as possible, because this allows you to get more feathers. You can also root people more often as well with your third ability, and you can keep gaining attack speed with your second ability as well. You also have the passive as well, which is damaging active abilities deal 10 bonus physical damage, and each ability can only trigger this effect once. It will work on your first, your third, and your ultimate ability. And then you also have attacks restore missing mana. Now the missing mana part is actually really important. Sometimes you feel like you might run out of mana on Xayah, even though her abilities don't use that much. You are using your abilities quite a lot, so you being able to restore that mana with attacks is really nice. Now on top of Essence Reaver, you also have Infinity Edge. Now this 2-item combo is really strong. You could try this out on a lot of different champions, but basically this combo gives you a lot of attack damage, gives you 25% crit rate, and it also gives you ability haste as well. Infinity Edge still a really strong item, gives you a lot of attack damage, critical rate, and also your crits do more damage as well. So just a lot of damage for Xayah. Early on you don't need that much attack speed for Xayah. Your main purpose is to get a lot of attack damage because your second ability does give attack speed. Very similar to Draven. And then after these two items, the Essence Reaver and the Infinity Edge, you want to go for Solari Charge Blade. Now this item is completely busted. I don't know what they were thinking with this new item, but this item allows you to pretty much get 100% crit rate every single time using ability. Gives you crit rate, gives you attack speed as well, which is a lot of attack speed, and also more ability haste, which, as I mentioned before, is really good on Xayah. And then user ability gathers radiance with maximum 3 charges for up to 10 seconds, and while charges are stored, you gain 25% crit rate. Attacks that crit expend a charge to deal true damage on hit and increase up to 150% against low health targets. So this is just really strong. At the moment, you have Essence Reaver, you have Infinity Edge, which has 50% crit, you have Solari, which gives you 75% crit. That means that when you use an ability, you will get 100% crit chance. So with Xayah, you want to use your abilities a lot anyway because of your passive, allowing you to deal more damage with the feathers, and you always want to get more damage off, obviously, from the roots as well from Xayah, and also her ultimate. So you're going to be using abilities a lot, and this will allow you to always get 100% crit chance. And like I said, this item is completely insane. Probably better than any of the other attack speed items at the moment, like the static shiv, like the rapid fire cannon. You probably still can go for that if you want to. I would recommend probably the static shiv is the best Zeal item at the moment, Zeal being the tier 2 item, but Charge Blade is just completely insane. I don't know what they were thinking with this build, with this item, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm really enjoying AD carries at the moment. And then after the Solari, you have the Mortal Reminder in there for even more attack damage. You've got the armor penetration in there as well. At this point in the game, most of the champions on the enemy team will start to build armor because they'll realize, oh, Xayah's starting to do quite a lot of damage. We need to build some armor. So armor penetration is always in there to help, and also dealing damage applies grievous wounds. So you reduce the healing of the enemies as well, which is really nice. And then for the last item, you have Guardian Angel. 40 attack damage and 40 armor, but the main point is to be able to res. But again, as always, your last item can always be flexible. you can always go for something like Morph Malmortius if you're against a lot of ability power. You can go Death Stance if you're against a lot of assassins. Now moving on to runes. Runes hasn't changed too much. You still have Conqueror, you still have the Hunter Vampirism, the Hunter Titan for the scaling, and then Sweet Tooth. So nothing's really changed here. You got Hunter Titan, Hunter Vampirism, which will give you health, and also physical vamp as well. Obviously this build does not have physical vamp, so it's really important to make sure that you go for Hunter Vampirism so you get some physical vamp in there to try and keep yourself alive. Obviously Conqueror just works really well with gathering you know, adaptive force when you hit, and then up to 5 stacks. And when you get to 5 stacks, you deal more damage. And then Sweet Tooth is just there for the laning phase, even for team fights as well. If you do get low, you can go to the Honey Fruit and you can heal yourself back up. And then for spells, we have Flash and Barrier. That's it for a quick rundown of this Xayah build. Just going to show you a few tips and tricks now, so I'll see you in a second. Now, a few little tips and tricks I want to quickly show you with Xayah. Now, with Xayah, obviously, her passive is the main important part, allowing you to get feathers every time you use an ability. But you have 5 slots in total, and each ability allows you to get 3 feathers. So it's really important every time you use an ability that you auto-attack in between. You just don't use your abilities all at once. If you use your abilities all at once, you will lose out on feathers. So if I use all my abilities, if I use my first ability, my second ability, and my third ability, even with 1 auto-attack in there, I still only get 5 feathers. Now, it's really important, like I said, to auto-attack in between. So what we normally want to do is you want to go first ability, auto-attack, third ability, auto-attack, 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 and third ability. And this will give you the biggest amount of feathers, or the most amount of feathers, to be able to deal more damage with your third ability. Now, also, you can combo this with your ultimate as well if you really want to. You can go from second ability into first ability into ultimate, and then just auto attack 5 times until you get enough feathers. Then you can bring them all back and deal a lot of damage. But as mentioned, it's really important to make sure you have 3 open slots on your passive, which is just below your mana bar. And this is really important just to make sure that you have enough feathers so that your auto attacks will deal more damage. But this is by far the most crucial and most important part about Xayah, and the reason why most Xayah mains like myself do a lot of damage with feathers, because you just need to stack up as many feathers as you can so you can use your third ability to deal a lot of damage. Now, one other quick tip that I want to quickly show you is how to get a quick and easy route off on the enemies. If you've got 3 feathers out on the field, and if you've got an enemy standing between you and the feathers, you can pull the feathers back with your third ability and route the enemies. But you could do this in many different ways. You could do it by stacking up as many feathers as possible, but you can also do a quick and easy method to catch out the enemies, and then hopefully the rest of your team can follow up and deal quite a lot of damage and hopefully kill the enemy as well. All you want to quickly do is first ability auto attack and then third ability, and what that does is that quickly brings back 3 feathers, quick and easy, and then you'll be able to route the enemies and kind of surprise them because they might not realize that you will have 3 feathers out on the field. The reason why auto attack does obviously deal that feathers is because of the passive. So when you use your first ability, you have 3 feathers, so you can auto attack once to put a feather out and then quickly use your third ability to bring them all back in. So that's all you have to do. First ability, auto, third ability, and then you get a nice quick and easy route off. You can do this really, really quickly as well if you want to, but obviously this can work pretty much all the time. You could use this really, really well in the laning phase, which is the most important part. If you have maybe a Brom or an Alistar that can follow up on that route, and you could just deal a lot of damage when you use your second ability afterwards. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm going to show you guys all some gameplay now. This gameplay was nearly a flawless game. I kind of hinted right at the end of the game, but it was a really, really fun game, and it really shows you the power of Xayah this patch and why Xayah is by far one of the most powerful AD carries out there at the moment. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the gameplay as well. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace. Very surprised that it's an National Port. Very, very surprised.
I'm going now. Where? Anywhere not here. That's where.
Minions have spawned.
No one will block my path.
Alright, let's do this. That was a scary play there, Janna.
I will rest when our homelands are restored. Keep up.
Where's the Ash? That's the question.
No one will block my path.
There she is.
I always find a weak spot. Oh, I was born to ruffle feathers.
Bottom turret is under attack. First blood. You have slain an enemy.
Interesting.
I don't know when to quit.
On my way.
Very, very interesting. Nice. Lee Sin kill mid as well. Okay, good start. Good start. Paramore, thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. Bit of an interesting start. Okay, Lee Sin.
Enemy slain.
Very good start. Very, very good start. Xayah build is, where are we? Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, Solari,
Enemy
Mortal
slain.
GA. That's my builds.
Oh, I was
On
born
my
to
way.
ruffle
What's up, DC Apps? How's it going, buddy? What's going on, Eman? How's the grind been going, Eman? I haven't seen you, like, online at all. I don't know if it's just me or...
Middle turret is under attack.
They say I don't know when to quit. That's a weakness.
Hope the grind's going well, buddy.
No one will block my path.
Enemy slain. Enemy slain.
Our team's clean.
Ally slain.
Maybe not.
Middle turret is under attack.
I'll do whatever needs to be done.
Bottom turret is under attack. Slain an enemy. Retreat from the enemy champion.
No one will block my path.
Not bad. Dodge the ulti with our ulti as well. That's a great thing about Xayah against these assassins. She's so safe to play. I love it.
Enemy slain.
I love it, love it, love it.
I deserve it.
I got a new phone, getting used to it. What phone did you get? Gotta run it down first 100 games, but it's just different playing on the actual phone. That's more than 40 FPS. Fair play. What phone did you get, E-man? Very good start.
On my way. You are on a killing.
Very, very nice play there by the Lee Sin. Not really too sure about this Ash pick, to be honest.
This is how I deal with unwanted attention.
Easily get the dragon here, which is pretty nice.
Your team has slain the dragon.
Okay, Kha'Zix is bot side, but honestly, that's fine.
Turret is under attack. On my way.
Touch by a feather? Sad. I'll do whatever needs to be done. Twice.
First turret destroyed. Rampage.
Dance.
Bottom turret is under attack. Enemy turret
They
destroyed.
say I don't know when to quit.
Honestly, chat, we take that. They're going to take Herald for it. I don't know. Maybe it was worth it. They're definitely doing well to try and come back here, for sure. I'm pretty far ahead now. How do you feel about running Grasp on Ashe? I don't think it's that good, personally. I think Font of Life is a lot better if you want to go support. I'm new here, but I love your content on YouTube and your work at Wild Rift Fire. Thanks very much, man. I appreciate the kind words. Hopefully you can learn a thing or two from streaming. I feel like streaming is where you really get to show people your skill. Because obviously on YouTube it's all like pre-recorded, so it's pretty hard. But when you see like actual real life gameplay, I think that's really where like you can definitely learn a thing or two. And obviously you can ask questions whenever you want as well, which is really nice. I do try and reply to every single YouTube comment now. Can be hard at times, but I do try and reply to every one of them. Nice, well played by the Ari there.
Twice, just to be sure. Please, for the sake of us both, go far. I will rest when our homelands are restored.
Nice. Loving this start so far by my team. Looking pretty confident so far.
Needs to be done.
I'll definitely need to get Zhonya's this game though as early as possible because of the fizz.
Retreat from the enemy champion.
As long as I get Zhonya's as quick as possible this game, I should be fine.
Know when to quit.
What are you building on Senna? Iceborne Gauntlet most of the time into like Black Cleaver. Pretty much the same build as last time, but instead of Frozen Heart. Instead of Frozen Heart, you go for Iceborne Gauntlet.
The turret.
I was born to ruffle feathers. I will rest when our
Enemy turret destroyed.
From our summoning platform.
Not bad.
On my way. Danger.
What the heck? I deserve it. No one will block my path. Damn.
On my way. On my way. Retreat.
Oh,
Attack.
I was born to
Engage.
ruffle feathers.
Engage. Has stolen the dragon.
Come on, die. Please die. Nice. I think this game is pretty much over now.
Enemy killing spree.
Got a nice crit there at the end as well.
Legendary.
Okay. I maybe shouldn't have walked that way, but honestly it's fine, me walking that way.
Oh, I was born to ruffle feathers.
I do so much damage now, it's actually crazy. My damage is nutty!
No one will block my path.
My damage is insane, chat. Oh, how does he live there?
Cut by a feather? So delicate. They say I don't know when to quit. Like that's a weakness.
Oh, I think it's time to go back to base. Oh wait, maybe not.
Killing spree. You are legendary.
I just two-shot someone. Pretty much. My damage is crazy. I haven't even died yet. What is going on?
What the heck?
Game's an absolute fiesta. I just bought the Solari Charge Blade in one item. Or in one buy, I should say. I think it's time to get rank 1 Xayah back, chat.
Slain.
I think that's the plan.
Down.
I want my rank 1 Xayah back.
They say I don't know when to quit.
Attack Baron. Attack Baron. Attack Baron. Ally slain.
Nice.
Slain Baron Nashor. Dead.
Oh, I was born to ruffle feathers.
Enemy slain. Top turret is under attack.
Cut by a feather?
You're legendary.
Okay, I killed him and I didn't even need to flash. Whoops. Okay, they surrendered. GG, chat. What a game. 11-0-4. What a game. Even though that flash at the end was a bit in, but we take those. Boom. Quick little dab by the Twitch chat.